Hello everybody, this is Daryl Whitman with DestinationWVFTV. Thank you for watching. Today's video, in my opinion, is a classic case of someone not wanting to take responsibility for their own actions and blaming someone else. In this case, Tiffany and Jamie Banks discovered the day before they were to leave for their cruise that their cruise booking had been canceled. Let's get to it. Tiffany and Jamie Banks booked their family's Caribbean cruise on board Carnival Celebration over a year ago. The 6-night sailing, which embarked from Miami, Florida on May 12, 2024, included port stops at Grand Turk, Puerto Plata, Amber Cove, and Nassau, Bahamas before disembarking in Miami on May 18th. In the time leading up to the cruise, Tiffany, who goes by That Hippie Doc on TikTok, shared her excitement about her upcoming stay in the exclusive Excel Presidential Suite, the biggest and most luxurious cabin on board the ship. One day before the couple was due to head to the port, Tiffany received a concerning email from Carnival informing her that 2 of her excursions had been canceled. She quickly followed up with a phone call, during which she learned her booking had been canceled. The disappointed passenger documented her experience in a now viral TikTok, which has garnered more than 159,000 views on TikTok since it was posted on May 12, 2024. Tiffany spent approximately 2.5 hours on the phone with representatives from Carnival trying to understand what had happened to her booking and what her options were. Since the only presidential suite had already been booked by another passenger by the time Tiffany called, the representative was only able to offer the Banks family 2 interior cabins. We talked for almost or over 2.5 hours, and the only solution they were willing to offer was 2 interior rooms. I just can't even fathom how they think that's right. For a presidential Excel suite, which we have nearly 15,000 tied up in, Tiffany said. The Excel presidential suite cost about $12,000, and the family had already spent around $3,000 more in costs for extras, excursions, and airfare. Needless to say, Tiffany did not find this solution to be satisfactory. A cruise line randomly canceling a passenger's sailing would be an extremely rare occurrence. While there are rare instances where a sailing is overbooked or a cruise has to be canceled for potential safety issues or because of urgent repairs, what Tiffany describes on TikTok is virtually unheard of. During the hours Tiffany spent on the phone with Carnival, she worked to get to the bottom of her vacation's cancellation. Originally, the cruise line thought a glitch may have occurred, but in reality, Tiffany was a victim of identity theft. The original person that I talked to said that the system canceled it, and then the second person was a manager or lead, said that the online system had been logged into and it had been canceled, she said. Unfortunately, it seems that someone was able to log into Tiffany's booking and cancel her reservation. But, and here's the real issue, they only received access to her booking because she posted both her booking ID and her cabin number on social media for all her followers to see. Let me repeat this just in case you missed it the first time. They only received access to her booking because she posted both booking ID and her cabin number on social media for all her followers to see. Carnival only requires a guest's last name and booking ID to link a cruise reservation to a new online account. It would have been simple for someone with malicious intent to cancel Tiffany's cruise, which in this case, the unidentified person did 48 hours before the sailing. In a subsequent video that Tiffany posted on May 14, 2024, she expressed her frustration with the cruise line for not providing acceptable compensation. What? She doesn't deserve any compensation at all, in my opinion, when you do something that stupid. She opened the door to her own troubles, not Carnival. What would make you think posting personal information like that to thousands of folk that follow you, and even those who don't, is okay? She made her personal information available to the world. At the end of the 3-minute long video, she included clips of her phone conversation with Carnival. This was not a security breach on Carnival's part. We strongly believe that you were sadly a victim of a form of identity theft. The booking was added to a profile that was created on our website the same day that the booking number was posted on Facebook, the customer service representative says on the recording. The same day. Unfortunately for Tiffany, posting her private booking details set her up to become a victim of identity theft, which is her own fault. One TikToker named Jen went so far as to post a video on May 15th compiling all the places where Tiffany shared her cruise booking details publicly. So Jen wrote, "All right, y'all, if you post your booking number publicly, anyone can take this information and your last name and put it into Manage My Booking on Carnival and access your cruise. Does it make it right that someone potentially took this info and used it to do hurtful things? No. But why would you post such private info like this publicly? This is negligence on the guest," continued Jen. Depending on the post, social media users are divided between siding with Tiffany or blaming Carnival for her situation. Excuse me? How in the world would Carnival be responsible for this? Since Carnival Cruise Line is likely not responsible for Tiffany's canceled cruise, the company technically isn't obligated to compensate her in any way. Company policy explains that it is in the passenger's responsibility to protect their booking information. It's in the passenger's responsibility to protect their booking information. You are solely responsible for maintaining the confidentiality of your password and account, and are fully responsible for all activities that occur under your password or account. It is also your sole obligation to immediately notify Carnival of any unauthorized use of your account or any breach of security, reads Carnival's cruise contract. Even so, Carnival has tried to make things right, first by offering the Banks family an alternative to still join their intended cruise. And according to Tiffany's video on May 14th, the cruise line had offered her a $10,000 future onboard cruise credit in exchange for posting a positive resolution on social media. Tiffany deemed that resolution as unacceptable. She claimed that a policy should have been in place to prevent someone from stealing her reservation, even though she publicly posted it on social media, and that if Carnival had acted faster, she may have been able to recover her original booking. The second issue is that Tiffany feels that John Hill, Carnival's brand ambassador, has disparaged her on social media. "I'm sure he ain't the only one." She said, "I am seeing more and more comments or screenshots from people who have sent stuff that John, the ambassador for Carnival, is stating, and each one just makes it look like he's implying different things. One of them, he's implying that I'm just lying," Tiffany said in another TikTok. As part of her compensation, Tiffany now wants an apology from the cruise line for trying to make it look like she was lying or hiding something or even worse. So what's your opinion about this? Who's at fault for Tiffany's reservation being canceled? Tiffany or Carnival? You know where I stand. Thank you for watching. Before you go, we ask that you consider subscribing with us. We have so much more in store for you in 2024, including our next cruise on the world's largest cruise ship, Icon of the Seas. We'd love for you to follow us on our journey. We'll be posting tons of content, and we don't want you to miss any of it. Remember to hit that notification bell too. Well, thank you, goodbye, and God bless. This is Daryl Whitman. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of Destination WVF TV.